Please be seated. Thank you. Let me see if I can go off script here a little bit. I'd like to point out that most of our members of our guitar club before 3 months ago have never picked up a guitar ever, and that's what they've learned in the last 3 months. So please give them one more round of applause. That was awesome. All right, let's get started. Good evening. Welcome to the 12th commencement of Legacy High School and the inaugural commencement for Endeavor High School. Thank you for being here to help us acknowledge and celebrate our graduates. To begin with, I'd like to make some introductions. Representing our Kennewick School Board, we have School Board President Michael Connors, Vice President Ron Mabry, School Board members Diane Sundvik and Micah Valentine. Representing the Kennewick School District, we have Dr. Tracy Pierce, Superintendent of Schools, and in the audience, Jack Anderson, Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Education, Brian Levitt, Director of Student Services. At this time, I would like the faculty and staff from Legacy High School, Endeavor High School, Reach, CATS, and the Benton Franklin Juvenile Justice Center to please stand and be recognized. Thank you guys for everything you do every day for these kids. And my name is Paul Osborne. I am so very honored to have been the principal of these programs for the past 3 years. This is my first in-person graduation at the Three Rivers Convention Center, and I've been looking forward to this for a long time. So let me start with a quick message to our parents, family, and community members. Thank you for being here to help us celebrate our graduates' commencement. The success of our students is a team effort, and everyone graduating before you today has had the support of you to get to the finish line. I personally want to thank all of you for the help you've provided our students. Additionally, we want to thank our community members for their support of the Kennewick School District. Passing bonds and levies is vital to providing a safe learning environment, athletics, extracurricular activities, classroom learning supports, music, art, drama, special education, curriculum, transportation, and all of the other programs that support student success, engages students in their education, and makes our schools places of community pride. The students that we are honoring here today have benefited from the local funding and in many cases made it possible for them to be walking across the stage. So graduation day is a celebration of achievement. We honor and recognize the hard work performed by our graduates, the hurdles they had to overcome, and the persistence it took to make it to the stage today. Graduates, this is your day. Celebrate in it. Celebrate in this moment and think back through your challenges and successes over the past years as you begin to dream towards your future. So what do you say we jump right into this and get the celebration started? We will begin with a year in review and video tribute to our graduates from Legacy and Endeavor High School, brought to you by the Legacy High School Leadership Class. Thank you, Ms. Johnson and the leadership class for that video trip down memory lane. So this year we continued doing our tradition of doing whatever we could to help our students get connected to school and achieve academic success. The students who are graduating today finished their high school careers enrolled at Legacy High School, Endeavor High School, or the Columbia Basin College High School Academy. These programs continue to show growth and to fill student needs. In addition, I've had the opportunity to work with a couple GED programs that have partnerships with the Kennewick School District. Students in these programs work super hard to learn material to pass 4 tests at a rigorous level to earn their GED. These students have overcome significant challenges in their personal lives and have dedicated a large amount of time to reach success. Those students that have completed their GED in one of these programs are listed in your program, and I've invited them here tonight. I'd like our GED recipients for the 2021-22 school year in the audience to please stand up and be recognized for your efforts. I do want to recognize them. They did work super hard. This year we had a lot of changes and a few firsts. Last year, the school district identified the need for an ongoing online learning environment for students. Starting last spring and working throughout the summer, we worked hard to get our new online school opened. So in September of 2021, Endeavor High School opened, giving the students of Kennewick School District the opportunity to receive high school credits in a unique way. This past winter, we officially became the Bobcats and designed an amazing new logo that you see, I believe, right here. The students here today in black caps and gowns have finished off their high school requirements with our new school by working on their coursework in a remote environment. I look forward to watching this program grow in the next upcoming years. Legacy High School had its own first as well. Legacy decided on a new logo and became the Ravens. And I hope these 2 amazing new logos and imagery represent our school community for years to come. In partnership with the school district and outside resources, we were able to add some key supports to our building. Working with Comprehensive Health, we were able to place mental health supports within the building. This was a huge win for all KSD high schools. Many students were able to take advantage of this support, helping get past any barriers which stood in their way towards earning academic credits. Also, in partnership with the ESD 123, we were able to start a multitude of after-school clubs which we have not had in the past. Through these clubs, students are more connected and more engaged to school. Now, you've already witnessed the result of one of these clubs. The members of the Guitar Club worked very hard over the last few weeks to provide music at the beginning of today's ceremony. If you turn towards the end of your program, you will see a poem of resiliency written by Samantha Pena, one of our Poetry Club members. And in just a few moments, you will witness a performance by our Baile Folklorico group. Students grow and learn when they are connected, and these new additions to our school resources have increased their sense of belonging. Because we are always trying to improve and find new ways to support our students, there will always be change. Change leads to growth. So one change that is happening the next year is that I'm moving on to return to teaching in the classroom. I've learned so much over the last few years from the students and the staff, and I hope that these experiences will benefit even more students in this school district. Replacing me next year is C.D. Williams. C.D., if you could rise for one moment, please. C.D. comes to us from the Kiona-Benton School District, but he is a KSD alumnus. He has a huge road ahead of him, but he is going to do great. So one more time, please join me in welcoming him to the community. So earlier I mentioned hurdles and challenges which we've faced this year, and graduates, you have overcome some of the biggest challenges any high school students have ever faced. The impacts of COVID-19 on your educational career has caused you to deal with school closure, remote and hybrid learning, and social distancing protocols in class. For many of you, these challenges extended into your personal lives. These experiences have made you stronger and more prepared for the next journey in life. Your ability to persevere shows that you can handle whatever life tosses your way and will lead you to greatness. So we finally were able to make it back to school and get back into the routine of things. We had family events, dances, and assemblies, where you got to see your principal scoot around on the floor playing a giant game of Hungry Hungry Hippos, which, by the way, Mr. Hackey and I, still reigning champions, and I'm planning on continuing that reign. Now, some of these events looked a little different due to COVID regulations. I remember on homecoming day, I was sitting outside the school that Saturday afternoon giving COVID tests to any kid that wanted to so that we could have our homecoming. Throughout this year, as a team, we overcome challenges like these so that you graduates can be here today. On a personal level, you have overcome as well. The challenges outside of school for the last few years have made your accomplishments leading to today that much greater. I always tell people that ask me about Legacy and Endeavor students that you are some of the most prepared adults for the future because of your resilience and perseverance. Be confident that all of your efforts to get to this point, to this celebration, will lead to future success in your lives. I'd like to end my remarks with some advice for you as you move forward. Graduates, I encourage you to always be looking for opportunities to make things better. Better for yourself, better for your family and friends, better for the world. You are here today because of your hard work and efforts, but you are also here today because of someone or a group of people that supported you. For some of you, that might be a parent or a guardian. For some, it might be a teacher, a counselor, or any other staff member. Whomever it might be, someone has been on your side supporting you. So as you go forward, seek out those ways to improve. Every day, you are given the opportunity to make things better. Maybe one day you're working hard to increase your skill at a job. Maybe another day you help out a friend who's in dire need of someone to talk to. Or maybe it's just simply holding the door open at the grocery store for someone who's carrying 2 large bags of dog food. If you are always trying to improve yourself and others, the impacts that you can have on this world will be amazing. So that's enough for me. At this time, I'd like to introduce members of the Legacy High School Baile Folklorico group to come to the stage. Please give them a big round of applause. And now I'd like to invite graduates from each of our programs to the stage to share some thoughts and observations. We are going to begin with our CBC High School Academy representative, Corey Dyer. Corey, will you come up on stage?
Good evening, everyone. I'm a graduate from Legacy High School. As I stand before you all, I can't help but notice the pride and excitement etched on everyone's faces. I thank everyone for coming and showing all of their support. Many of us have had many challenges strewn across our path. The road here has not only been hard, but also possibly lonely at times. It's important to realize that just as alone as some of us might have felt, everyone struggles with challenges in their life. By a show of hands, who has ever had their car break down? I know I have. What about not having their alarm go off in the morning? Who has ever had an obstacle in their life that they've had to face? It should be everyone. Life is filled with obstacles. Life is filled with heartbreak. Life is filled with disappointments. However, these aren't the things that will dictate the future. Rather, the way that they are handled will have all the power. To quote a wise man, success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. About 2 weeks ago, maybe a little bit more, I had opened my email and I had saw that I had gotten asked to speak. At that moment, I was stunned, and I didn't really know what to say. I spent nights staying up all night writing it, and about 2 days ago, I had went into the school and presented it, but I was missing a key element. They had not wanted me to write a graduation speech, but to share my story. When I had written that speech, I had shared everything but my story. That's because I've been greatly ashamed and embarrassed by it. I'm standing up here as a fifth-year senior, so I'm graduating a year late. When I was 3, I had went to live with my aunt just due to the fact that my parents were able to take care of me at the moment. At about 12 years old, my little brother, or he's my cousin, but I've lived with him for so long, so I call him my little brother. He got diagnosed with leukemia, and so that made us have to move all the way up to Seattle, and it definitely put a big impact on our schooling. I had lived for about a year in the Ronald McDonald House, which is a community home for families that were affected with different illnesses and had to travel to the hospitals. During that time, we went to school, but it wasn't up to where I was used to. After that, we moved to Olympia, and I started midway between 7th grade. During that year that I spent in Seattle, it was hard for me to keep on track with where I was. I've always been a student that got straight A's. I didn't have to study for tests. I always took pride in my schoolwork. And when I went to 7th grade, I had the choice between doing normal classes or catching up and going right in the middle of honors classes. Instead of taking the normal classes, I decided that I was going to try to catch up, and I took the honors classes, and I was able to succeed. About 2 years later, in my freshman year, due to some circumstances, I got pulled out of school for about 2 years. And even though I was still learning during those 2 years, I did not have the opportunity to earn any credits towards my diploma. When I was about 18, a couple days after, I found my home situation pretty rocky. I didn't know where I was going to stay for a little while. I had to sleep on some friends' couches, only for a couple days, but still, it was very hard to deal with. During that time, I was doing Running Start, so I was taking college classes, and I would say it's about a 3-mile walk between my house and the campus. At the moment, I didn't have a source of transportation, so I would get up and walk 3 miles back, 3 miles there, and 3 miles back. At one point, I didn't have access to Wi-Fi or internet, so I would walk to Starbucks or any other place that would offer that and try to complete my school. After that happened, I moved back to Tri-Cities, and I had nothing. I didn't have a social security card. I didn't have a birth certificate. I didn't have a car. I didn't have a job. I didn't have anything. I then enrolled myself into Legacy. I got a job. And then because that wasn't enough for me, I got a second job. At this point, I still didn't have any source of transportation. And I would get up in the morning, walk to my first job, that I had to be there at 8 a.m. I'd get off, and I'd walk to my second job. I was working probably about 60 hours per week, on top of doing full-time school. To look back on that, it's crazy. But in the moment, it didn't feel like I was doing that much. Now here I am, with all my credits, with one job, because the 2 jobs was a little bit too much. And I'm standing before you guys. I'm not done. Even though to most of you guys, it doesn't seem like it should be a source of shame, it was always a source of shame for me. When you set high expectations of yourself, or any expectations of yourself, and you don't reach them, it gets in your head. You start to doubt yourself. You start to not want to do it. You absolutely are devastated. Because you failed. But what is failure? Society seems to look at failure like it's the end. That if you fail, there's not much you can do after that. We look at failure as a thing that is deeply shameful. Growing up, we learned how to succeed. We learn what to do, how to succeed, how to do all these things, but we don't learn the ability to fail. And in the end, the ability to fail will bring you so much more in life than the ability to succeed. Because everyone's gonna fail in their life. It doesn't matter how hard you try, what you do, what you go through, you will fail eventually in your life. You're going to fail. But failure is not fatal. It is not the end. Let's start looking at failure as a learning point, as something to fuel your fire. We might not all have the same pathways. Some of us take the highway, some of us are going to take the back roads. But in the end, we will get to the destination. It's important to realize that this path that you go down may not always be the one that you thought. I had a clear vision in my head. By the time I was 18, I was supposed to graduate not with just my diploma, but with my AA. By the time I was 20, I was supposed to be in a 4-year university studying for my BA so I could transfer to medical school. Never in my life would I think I would be here at 19, graduating with just a diploma. But that's how life is. Paths get muddled. They twist, they turn, they do all kinds of stuff. And just because your path is not what you chose it to be, doesn't mean it's the wrong one. We have all shown a tremendous amount of courage and strength to get here today, despite our path. Let us be proud of our accomplishment, but more so, let us be proud of our journeys. Let us be happy for our success, but realize that this isn't the end. Let us not forget the lessons we've learned, but the knowledge we've obtained along the way. Rather, let this be our guide to the things we once thought were intangible. Tonight, let us celebrate. Let us celebrate the accomplishment, of being class of 2022. Thank you.
Thank you, Corey. Up next, we have a student from Endeavor High School, Savannah Andrews. Savannah, you want to come on up?
Congratulations, graduates. Today is a great day. It is a day to celebrate with your friends and families, a day you've been waiting for since you entered high school those long 13 years ago. Our high school experience has been anything but ordinary. I started high school 4 years ago at Southridge. Halfway through my sophomore year, we went online, and since then I transferred to Endeavor. I would like to thank my friends, teachers, and especially my parents for constantly supporting me throughout this journey. Graduation marks the end of yet another extraordinary chapter in our lives. With this chapter closed, I am certain that many of us are already anxious about starting the next one, because unlike an English book, we cannot skip through the pages of life to see how long the next chapter is going to be. We all have our own book of life that has not yet been written, and every day that passes is another page we write in ourselves. Luckily, we have been given all of the paper and ink we need to write our own stories. And with the love and support of our families, friends, and fellow graduates, our stories will become bestsellers. But graduation is not an end goal in itself. It is instead a part of a larger journey of life. Wherever your future takes you, let it take you somewhere. Our graduation should serve as a launching point, projecting us to wherever our futures are meant to take us. Whether we land ourselves a career, take up a trade, or continue our education at a college or vocational school. And we don't have to stop here. This graduation has already shown us how capable we all are of accomplishing our goals when we commit ourselves to them. I hope all of us here today can take this personal accomplishment as an example of how anything is truly possible when we put our minds to it. As we all continue on in our lives, let us take each new problem on with confidence, knowing that we have achieved great heights and are equipped with the necessary tools to tackle our futures. I plan on attending CBC next fall and pursuing a career in dental hygiene. My fellow graduates, I am excited to see what is in store for us and wish you all the best of luck in your future. Be true to yourself and others, and you will find rewards in all that you do. Always remember to be humble and kind. Again, congratulations, graduates.
Up next is our first of two presenters from Legacy High School. Mariah Madrid, will you please come up here on stage?
Good evening, family, friends, staff, and fellow graduates. My name is Mariah Madrid, and I stand before you as a graduating student of Legacy High School. First, I'd like to say congratulations to my fellow graduates of the class of 2022. All of us have worked so hard to be where we are today. Our senior year has been the fastest and probably for many, the most stressful year of all. Like myself, many of us are the first generation in our family to graduate high school and choose a career we're able to enjoy because of our family's sacrifice. Even you yourself have sacrificed so much to be here, making your family and yourself proud. Each one of us had our own unique experience at Legacy High School. Some hated coming every day, and others wished they could have been here longer, as it was their first and last year there. But furthermore, we should thank our teachers and staff of Legacy High School for helping us move further in life and giving their time and energy to each of the students. We thank you for believing in us, and thank you for contributing so much. This evening is not only about graduation. This evening, we all take one step further into building the future and life we want, no matter the struggle. It's been an honor to be among such accomplished individuals and to be able to present my perspective amongst you all. I sincerely appreciate your attention. Thank you.
And our final student speaker of the evening is also from Legacy. Samantha Pena, please come up on stage.
Hello, everyone. Oh, crap. Okay, I'm sorry. Hello, everyone. I hope you're all having a splendid evening. My name is Samantha Pina. To start this off, I would like to say that this is such a big honor to be standing here today. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Now to really start. From when I started school to now graduating, it felt like life passed by so fast. To the times that I felt overwhelmed to being happy and enjoying life. I never knew that school would be my favorite place. In both learning new things and experiencing social interaction, and high school really made a big impression, especially Legacy. When I was about to quit high school and just do a GED, I was presented with the option of Legacy High School. I would have probably been in the world not knowing much about anything. Now looking back again, I'm so grateful that I went to Legacy. I'm so grateful for the teachers and the staff that pushed me and gave me the tools to succeed. To everyone graduating here today, go out into the world with passion and confidence towards what you want to be. Push towards being your best self and thrive because you're worth it. You're here for a reason. To the family members and friends who came today, thank you for coming. You don't know how important it is that you're here for us, seriously. I'm so sorry, I lost my place. Okay, making this day so much more special, you are loved. Finally, towards the graduates, I would like to say that it's okay to make mistakes and change your mind about what you want. There is no success without struggle. There are moments when you fall really badly, but know you can get back up if you keep trying. Thank you again and have a wonderful evening.
All right, it's time to give out some awards. Our first award is the Legacy High School Distinguished Scholar Award. This award is given annually to the qualified graduate who demonstrates superior cumulative scholastic achievement in the pursuit of his or her diploma. This year's Distinguished Scholar Award goes to Soraya Fox. Soraya, besides receiving this certificate right here, your name will be engraved had to make sure I got the right one. Will be engraved on this plaque that we perpetually display at Legacy High School. Congratulations, Soraya. The faculty and staff at Legacy High School feel that it is important to recognize and acknowledge a graduate each year that epitomizes the qualities of what it takes to be a successful graduate at Legacy High School. Hunter Moline, will you please join me on stage? Here, hold that for a second. Hunter, for your academic achievement, for your student citizenship standards, for your drive to overcome obstacles and challenges, for being the role model for which others will look for an example, for your perseverance, resilience, and determination, it is our distinct honor and high privilege to designate you as the Legacy Legend recipient of the 21-22 school year. So besides receiving this certificate, I'll trade you, your name will also be engraved on this plaque, which will be displayed at Legacy High School. Congratulations. Our final award is the first ever award for Endeavor High School. The Outstanding Bobcat Award is given to the student that has worked hard in all their classes and gone above and beyond to make online learning better for themselves and for others. This student has a positive attitude and a great communicator, and is a great communicator. Our first recipient of the Endeavor Outstanding Student Award goes to Gracie Glessner. Gracie, you want to come up on stage? So I'll make Gracie stand up here a second longer because I need to explain something to her. I made a mistake the other day. I asked her for a speech because I had a list of names. One was a speech and one was a award. And I asked her for the speech, and then I realized, I asked the wrong person for that. So I almost gave it away for Gracie. I don't think she picked up on that at all, but congratulations. So I think it's time to get to our business at hand. Let's get these students graduated. Now, we have a tradition here that the principal is to read the graduates' names and pass along a short message from each student. I'm honored and excited to be able to read these names and messages to you today. So at this time, it is my privilege to invite school board member Mr. Micah Valentine to the podium. Mr. Valentine, I affirm that these students, the Legacy and Endeavor High School class of 2022, are current seniors and have earned the right to walk at graduation. I present them to you with pride on behalf of their parents, this community, and the Legacy and Endeavor High School staff.
I'm glad to be here, everybody. I want to say, first thing I want to say is, Corey, that's a success story. And that's the only way you should see that. The next thing I want to say is to all of you seniors graduating, this is a really, really cool day. And my message is actually directly towards you guys, directed at you guys, nobody else, except for this next part. I grew up in the 90s, kind of, and I used to listen to a lot of 90s music. Anybody listen to 90s music? In the words of the great band, 90s band Semisonic, closing time, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. So you know that song? We have many new beginnings. We have births, we have kindergartens, we have teens, we have birthdays, we have graduations like today. We have marriage, jobs, and a whole slew of other things. Every new beginning gives you a chance to reset and to refresh your life and your mindset. This year, somewhere between 3.5 to 4 million kids are going to graduate. That's a lot of kids in the United States. I went to a course one time, and I remember this saying that the guy giving the course, his name was T. Harv Eker. He said, and I'll never forget this, he said, Micah, what you focus on expands. And I thought about that my whole life. What does that mean, what you focus on expands? It means what you think about all the time, what consumes your mind and your thoughts, that's what you get more of. Of the 4 million kids that are going to graduate, or close to that this year, which ones have the advantage? Which kids have the advantage of those 4 million kids that are going to graduate like you guys? Well, here's the answer. The answer is the ones who work the hardest. The answer is the ones who believe the most. The real question then is actually, who will work the hardest? And who will focus on, and what will you focus on using this new beginning that you have? So it's really a question for the future, not the past. You see, we live in America, and what does that mean to you to live in the United States of America? Well, it means that there is no cap on what you can achieve. You can achieve anything. It means that there are no limits to what you can become. And with this new beginning, I hope you have that in your mind. I want to challenge you all to be epic and not average, to be great and not mediocre. What you focus on will expand. My dad was a Navy SEAL, and he would always tell me, Micah, when you make a decision, make it. And then in the future, when you're in the pressure of the moment and the emotions of the moment, you won't have to remake that decision because you've already made the decision. I want to challenge you to make a decision to be epic and not average. It does not matter what happened yesterday. It does not matter where you were a week ago. It doesn't matter who was against you a year ago. What matters is what you will do today. What matters is what you will focus on tomorrow. What matters is, can you outwork others over the course of the next year? There's a saying that I live by. If it can be done, I can do it also. You know, there's 1 million people before you who've done great things. And there's 1 million people behind you that'll do great things. I want you to remember this, but if it can be done, if somebody's done it, you can do it. If it's already been done, you can do it. And you know what else you can do? Things that haven't been done. So I want to challenge you to be epic and not average. Now, say it with me. Really quick, say it with me. I want you to say, if it can be done, I can do it. On the count of 3, ready? 1, 2, 3. If it can be done, I can do it. Say it again. If it can be done, I can do it. One more time, guys. If it can be done, that's right, you can do it. You've just started over. Embrace this new beginning now. Let's go get it done, huh? Okay, right here. All right. On behalf of the Kennewick School District Board of Directors, and in accordance with the laws of the state of Washington, I hereby accept these 2022 graduates of Legacy and Endeavor High Schools as having met all their graduation requirements of the state of Washington and the Kennewick School District. Congratulations to students of Legacy and Endeavor for all of your accomplishments. Please come forward and receive your diplomas.
David Jose Sanchez Aguilar. I want to thank my friends and family for getting me to this point. Before I came to Legacy High School, I didn't think I would graduate on time. But here I am graduating on time. I also want to thank my friends for sticking by me, some since 8th grade, and getting to this point. I want to thank some Legacy staff for nagging me, Miss Lizzie, Miss Overby. Past packets, Mrs. Holmes, Mrs. Mendoza. Late notes, Mrs. Nora. And the idea of being a police officer, Miss Nuxall, for family. Juan Antonio Verduzco Chavez. I came to Legacy expecting to not like this school, but the more I was here, I realized that I enjoyed this school much, much more than the bigger schools. The teachers here are nice, and they make sure I get my stuff done, and they also push me to do better in school. I would like to thank all the teachers I had this year for helping me graduate on time. Zachary Beebe. I was ready for that. To that this year was very rough. I struggled through a lot like motivation and get work done on time. I thank everyone that is with Endeavor. Whenever I need help with anything, they were there. Abby B. Phillips. High school wasn't easy, but I'm so glad I made it through, and I'm glad people were here to help me. My future will be interesting and full of possibility thanks to myself, my teachers, and my friends who knew I could graduate. Gabriel Delgado. I've learned that in life there's always ups and downs, but I made it. I want to thank my parents and family that supported me throughout this year. Cesaria 2, thank you all. I'll try and remember to pause. Savannah Andrews. I'd like to thank my parents, teachers, coaches, and everyone else that helped me get to where I am today. Spencer Lee Desgranges. Or as I call him, Donut Boy. I'd like to say thank you to my family, teachers, and all their staff at Legacy High School for helping me graduate and move on to the next step in my life. Without them, there is no way I'd be where I am now. So thank you for sticking with me on my journey through the beginning of so many opportunities. Amaya Desgranges. I am so thankful for all of the support I've received from my family, friends, and teachers on my education journey. Through all my highs and lows, I've never questioned who my biggest cheerleaders are. And I would like to give a huge thank you to my mom, my stepdad, and my grandma, whose last wish was watching me graduate. I did this for you. Taylin Alexandra May Brady. When I was 8, I was diagnosed with severe anxiety. Growing up, school was hard, life was hard, and I felt like I couldn't do it. I dropped out of high school when COVID hit, which was the middle of sophomore year. I didn't do anything my junior year, but once senior year hit, I decided I wanted to get my life back on track, that I wanted to make my parents and family proud. So here I am today, standing on this stage, ready to complete this chapter in my life. I couldn't have done this without my parents and family behind me supporting me through this whole journey. I also thank everyone at Legacy and through the HSA for helping me get to this point. Soraya Fox. Thank you to all the staff at Legacy for helping me with my last leg of the race. I also want to thank my parents for always being there for me and helping me to figure out alternative plans when the plan A didn't work. Now I'm on to CBC in the fall. Corey Page Dyer. I forgive the past that I'll never forget, and I look forward to the future that I'll eventually reminisce. Renee Allward. I'm going to EWU and pursuing a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Studio Arts. Ben N. Tatunik. Thank you all. Lizette Rojas. I want to say thank you to my family for supporting me and never doubting me. They knew I could have done it, and I did. I want to thank all the Legacy staff for being such nice people and making Legacy a comfortable place. I did this for me and my family, but most importantly for my baby girl, Itzel. Melissa Solorzano. Thanks to all my loved ones for always supporting me. Levi Castillo. A great big thank you to my mom and dad for everything they've done to get me to this point in my life. I appreciate the both of you. I love you, Mom and Dad. I also want to give a big thank you to Mrs. Davis for making this possible. Hunter Moline. This year, I endured many challenges, playing catch-up mostly and aiming to succeed. At first, I didn't even know if I was going to graduate, but in the end, I did. And I know everyone's proud of me. Gracie Ann Glessner. I've been attending Kennewick schools all throughout my education. I originally started high school at Kabaikan, but when the pandemic hit and everything was moved online, I realized it was easier for me to do schooling that way. So when the time came to go back in person or stay online, I decided to stay online and attend Endeavor High School and appreciate the opportunity to do so. I plan to attend CBC and study early childhood education. I'd like to thank my family and teachers who have supported me through the years. Ryan Nicholas Deischer. I would like to thank Ms. Pickett, Ms. J, Ms. N, Ms. C, Mr. Ramos, and Mr. B for helping me become the best possible person I can be. Also, a big shout out to my mom and my little brother Dylan for believing in me to finish school. The real MVP is my mom for motivating me every day to be the best version of myself. Ricardo Rivera, this is for you. This is Ryan Deischer, part of the hashtag Raven Flock, signing out. Peace. Did I get that all right, Ryan? I'm gonna go with you. Nevaeh Faith Danoon. Grandpa, AKA B-Rad, thank you for everything you have done for me. You've always been there to support, love, and encourage me, whether it be my sports, school, or anything. You've been the father that I wish I always had, and I can happily say that I have that now. I don't know where I would be today without you by my side and, of course, the rest of my family. But I really want to thank you for pushing me to be here and who I have become because of you. Thank you, Dad. Samantha Pena. Before Legacy, I was going towards just getting my GED and getting a job and making a fresh start for myself. But when I was given the opportunity to attend Legacy, I gave it a chance and went for it. I couldn't be more thankful for every teacher here that helped me and pushed me towards my best. The better, more outgoing, flourishing me. Let's see. For the times I've been difficult to work with, I'm sorry. Thank you for being patient with me. Now that I'm going into the world with bigger problems than just teenager drama, I'd like to say I am not ready, but that's okay because I think I can say now that I fully believe in myself. Thank you to Ms. J for the skills you have taught me and making me feel like I'm a real job. Thank you to Ms. Lizzie for informing me about my grades and being just an amazing person. Thank you to Mr. B for being the most patient math teacher I've come across. A grand thank you to Ms. Mendoza for pushing me to go to college and helping with the process. Mrs. Overby, Ms. Lizzie, and Ms. Rachel, thank you so much for making homeroom so relaxing and enjoyable. To the principals, thank you for keeping our school well maintained and safe for the students. A special thanks to Ms. N for making my forensics my favorite class when I first got here. And a big thank you to Ms. Valdez for making history so much fun. A very big thank you to Mr. Ramos for helping me find myself. I've grown so much over this school year. It felt like I was trapped and stuffed into a jar, but thanks to him, I don't feel that way all the time. I feel like my life can go to the next level. And finally, a huge thank you to my peers. Some of you know me and some of you don't. Some of you don't like me and some of you are my friends. Either way, you are all trying to reach for something in life like I am, and I encourage all of you to not give up. Those days when you feel like you can't do it, that's all right. That's what makes us human. There is always tomorrow. To conclude this, I want to just state something for myself that I haven't been able to say in a long time, and that is, I finally love myself. Samantha Bounds. I learned to never give up and to keep doing my best. I would like to thank my mom, dad, and sister for making this possible, as well as my friend, Lenice Garcia. Carlos Cisneros. My parents always pushed me to be a better person. It's thanks to them that I made it here today. I'll always keep putting in the hard work as I move forward in life. Thank you. Ashley Copeland. Getting to where I'm standing today has definitely not been a walk in the park. A year ago, I didn't think I'd be standing here graduating on time. Between losing loved ones, work, bills, health issues, and the married life, school has definitely been a challenge for me. I am so grateful to be standing here today, and I would like to thank my husband for supporting and encouraging me even when I didn't believe in myself. I want to thank my mom for pushing me to keep going when I felt like giving up. And I'd like to thank everyone who has stood by me every step of the way. I am standing here today because of all of you, and this diploma will help to ensure my family's future security. Gunnar Oler. I'd like to most importantly thank God for the journey He has given me. It has been a long road going back all the way to the 6th grade. I've overcome depression, anxiety, tons of stress. There has been tons of ups and downs and tons of fun as well. I would also like to thank my grandparents, my grandma, my dad, and most importantly, my mother. Without her, none of this would be possible. I will be pursuing my career in the construction trades to hopefully get a degree in construction management. I would like to also thank TriTech and my instructor, Tony, for also making this possible. I would also like to thank more of family and my friends that have supported me through it all. It has been a journey to remember. Can't wait to see what the future holds. Sierra Renee Hurst. High school was one of my biggest struggles. I was thrown for every curve. I had to push through a pandemic, moving through 3 different schools, and my own mental health struggles. I hope to move on to cosmetology school to pursue a career in beauty. I'd like to thank my parents for always pushing me to be my best. Anna Watson. I don't know specifically what to say, but the fact that I have gone through so many homes and never had a great relationship with my physical and mental health, plus a lot of issues at home, I never believed I would graduate. But I'm very thankful for the adults at Legacy. They truly helped me and did everything they could to get me to graduate. They believed in me, and that's what got me to keep going. Stephanie Fudala. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. I relate to this quote because the road to graduating was extremely rough. 4 years of school, 2 bad years, and almost not making it. Well, I made it. I'm proud of myself for doing this. I never would have made it without my friends, family, and the most amazing person cheering me on. Thank you for giving me hope. Coral Avalos Cortez. I'd like to say that I'm very proud of myself for coming this far in my journey. Even though I had a lot of struggles, I still managed to push through. Also, I'd like to personally thank my family and Mrs. Perez, Nora, and Overby for believing in me. I want to give a huge shout out to my homegirl Vivian for being by my side, and Mrs. Mandy for helping me to get where I'm at right now and believing in me. Adriana Garcia Hinojosa. Mom and Dad, thank you for your support and helping me through my journey. I appreciate you guys a lot. You guys were there through all my struggles, didn't give up on me, and allowed me to express myself in my own way. Also, thank you to my teachers that I met along the way, especially you, Miss Lizzie. You've guided me along my senior year and have been by my side supporting most of my decisions. I wish we had more time together. Because of you, I'm able to walk across this stage, and I thank you. Christopher Howard Mousy. School has always been a challenge for me. I've never felt like teachers and staff really cared about me. So why would I care about school? Until I came to Legacy. I honestly didn't think I would graduate on time. Now look where I am. I am so thankful I switched to Legacy. Being at this school, I felt like teachers actually care about me. All I needed was a push and also to feel like people cared. I would like to thank both my parents. They have helped me out so much. I am thankful to have them. Also to the teachers and staff that I've gotten to know and interact with, you all will always have a special place in my heart. They have truly helped me so much. Thank you. Travis Michael Arendt. Thank you, Legacy staff, for making it possible for me to graduate. Cameron Tavia Jade Varner. Thank you, everyone, for helping me graduate, and thank you for good friends. Justin Hazlett. I have moved 6 times and attended 7 different schools. It's difficult to call a place a home when you never get to put down roots. Academics were never my true focus, but help was always available. Today, I am receiving a hard-earned diploma, which proves that you only ever fail when you stop trying. In 2 weeks, I begin classes to earn a CDI, and I will start working with logistics and transportation. Special thanks to Mrs. Holmes, Miss Gregg, and Haley. Jasmine Hernandez. Many people say that graduating is the key to success, but the key is your will of fire. With hard work and amazing teachers, I was able to accomplish more than just graduating. I was able to learn how to love myself and challenge how far I can go mentally and physically. I couldn't have done this without my teachers, so I want to give a big thank you to Miss Lizzie for always being there for me and believing in me. Miss Mendoza for always pushing me to do my best and rooting for my success. Miss Holmes for always helping and understanding me. Also to my best friend Mariah, who is always there to help, comfort, and push me every step of the way. Every teacher here at this school has been so helpful and made this my second home. I am sad to leave this part of my life behind, but excited for what the future holds. We made it class of 2022, and I couldn't be any more prouder of you all. Rawr. Mariah Leilani Madrid. It's a little ripped, so I'm trying to read it. I'd like to thank all my teachers for your knowledge that you've shared with me. I'm very grateful and lucky to have you as my mentors my senior year. I specifically would like to thank Miss Lizzie and Miss Mendoza for being my biggest supporters. Even though you two may not realize it, you guys have been my biggest support team, from helping me with scholarships, schoolwork, supporting my career choice, and even helping me apply for a job. I'm forever thankful for you guys and the tremendous help you've given me. It's been an honor to have learned from such amazing people, and for that, I'd like to say thanks. Brianna Felix. I am so thankful for my family and friends who have helped and supported me through this entire journey. Dad and Mom, I love you guys. Thank you for everything, and most importantly, God, the Lord, has helped me to this very point. Belen Pimentel. Never disparage your past, instead embrace the journey that has made you who you are today. A quote I will forever carry: if your path is more difficult, it's because your calling is higher. Jacqueline Torres. First off, I want to thank my parents and my fiance for the support and the support of Mrs. Holmes. I did this all for my son. I struggled so much to get to this point, and I'm ready to go on to the next chapter. Thank you. This one is for you, Grandpa. Faith Ogle. I would never have done this without my family being here every step of the way. Next, I plan on staying at CBC to finish my associates, then getting a degree in graphic design with a minor in advertisement. I haven't decided on a college yet, but I'm looking at a few in San Francisco. Joel Lozada. Thank you to my parents. Caitlin Ortega. Thank you to my family for their endless support. Vlad Momotog. I'd like to thank my parents for supporting me throughout all of this, and I'm glad I'm finally done. Haley Perovic. I am extremely grateful for all the opportunities I have been given. Thankful for the friends and family who have supported me through my journey. I've been given a second chance at the life I deserve. I also appreciate all the teachers and staff who have helped me achieve this amazing goal. For the future, I am interested in taking psychology class to one day become a therapist. Gunnar Jeffrey Lewis. I would like to thank these people for getting me here today. Mrs. Gregg, Mr. Ramos, Mr. B, and my mom, and many others. Smiley face. Dale T. Woodruff. Thank you all. Elizabeth L. Kufal. I am so excited to be standing here today. Thank you to all of my family, friends, and the Legacy staff for helping me through this year. I couldn't do it without the help of you supporting me and motivating me to graduate. I especially would like to thank my mom for being so caring and to help motivate me. Legacy will forever be somewhere where I felt at home, to be myself, and to be more creative. I'd also like to congratulate the graduates that are with me today. Abigail Lopez. Some things I learned at Legacy are to never stop fighting for myself and my happiness. Everyone here has helped me love myself a little more. For the future, I just want to raise my son and make him live a happy and healthy life. Thank you, everyone, for pushing me harder than I push myself. Gabriel Flores, Jr. Thank you, Legacy and Endeavor, for providing me with second chances to finish school. Alicia Sapokti. I am thankful for my family. Natalie Tobon. Thank you to the people close to me for supporting me through this journey. It's been a rocky road getting to where I am now. I'm proud of myself for enrolling in Running Start and graduating high school with my AA in science and arts. My plan is to continue my education at CBC and earn a degree in nursing. Again, I'd like to thank the people that have supported me, especially my big sister, Alyssa. Juan Jose Gonzalez Zepeda. Thank you to my parents and teachers for the support throughout this journey. Devin Donnelly. I've learned over the year that I was at Legacy that there will always be someone supporting you. And while I may be going to work full-time, I will always appreciate the help I got. Alex Ramirez. I'm mostly known for my articles on Kennewick's newspaper and being a good leader in JROTC. I'm not sure what all to say besides that I'm proud of the fact that I'm graduating after experiencing the hardships of COVID. I'd like to thank my teachers at Kennewick and Legacy for helping me push forward and inspiring me for doing what I love, which is writing. I'd also like to thank my cousin Isabel for being my biggest supporter these last 4 years. Nice job, guys. Graduates, please stand. As graduates of 2022, you may now move your tassels from right to left. KSD staff, school board, families, and everyone else in the Raven and Bobcat family. I present to you the graduates of Legacy and Endeavor High School's class of 2022. Let the celebrations begin and go find your families.